Well, good evening, everybody. Welcome to our late night broadcast. Tonight, we're going to have a lot of fun. Gonna wait a minute for everybody to get here. Now, tomorrow, you're only going to have 12 days left until Christmas. 12 days. And there are hosting gifts, magic hosting gifts that will literally enable you to talk to more people, build your business faster. Now, we have a window between now and Christmas. And then right after Christmas, from the 25th to the 31st, New Year's Eve, there's another window. A window of opportunity that will have you talking to more people, closing more sales. 18 days to New Year's Eve. And you can ring in 2023 with a larger team and at a higher rank. A new year, new opportunities for you. But the bottom line for all of you, very, very simple. It's a four-step process. You have access to so many people. But it all comes down to conversation. It all comes down to who are you talking to? And then it comes down to what are you saying? Who are you talking to? And what are you saying? If you follow my formula, you follow my directions, and you follow my scripts, you can ring in the new year with LinkedIn's help. And many of you will actually rank advance. Now, LinkedIn is in the process of making some pretty significant changes, and they're adding new features. One is you can do a LinkedIn search of your existing connections to determine who to follow up with and use the project launch strategy and scripts that we're introducing in Bootcamp. This is huge. I was logged into someone's account. They have 2,400 connections. So we did a search to see how many people they were connected to that were looking for an opportunity, seeking an opportunity, searching for an opportunity, or open to an opportunity. And there was a total of 472 people. That represent 20% of their connections, 20%. And when you use the project launch strategies and scripts, the results are going to blow you away. LinkedIn has changed things. They have moved invitations over to notifications. And along with that, you have to go in there and manage your notifications and adjust your settings. Things change. They've got a new inbox where you can filter out the messages from people you want to talk to, from the people that you want to avoid. And when someone sends you a promotion and a link to look at. They now leave you a message that reminds you that you're leaving LinkedIn. And unless you know who that person is and what's on the other side of that link, you can expose yourself to all kinds of bad stuff. Now, I have to tell you, I never thought that I'd be talking about things like this, but there's a massive wave of people that are jumping onto LinkedIn, and some of them have good intentions and some not so good. Another great feature is when you add a new position, you're going to be invited to share your new possession with your network. And again, that's going to get you all kinds of great exposure. Now, we just started our December boot camp last Thursday. Tomorrow night, we're talking about connecting with people. This is going to play a big part of what we're going to talk about. Facebook. Oh my God. Facebook has made some changes. We're going to let you know about it. They now have professional mode. We're not going to jump into it in our December boot camp. We're in the process of doing an in-depth study and evaluation of it, and we'll make this part of the content of our January boot camp. But what they're going to do is they're offering you specific tools. You can become a creator. Notice LinkedIn has a creator mode. Now Facebook is offering a creator mode. They're going to let more people follow you. And they're even telling you you can get paid for what you share. They're going to let you increase the number of people that can follow you. A lot of changes. And what's there now, I guarantee you, is going to change by the time we start boot camp in January. Now, you can recruit like crazy and crush it on LinkedIn every day in December, right up to Christmas Eve, Christmas Day, right up to New Year's Eve. You can attract people that you know in advance need what you have, want what you have. So you're only talking to people that you know in advance need what you have. Now, our Project Launch script has been around for a long time. But in this boot camp, we're going to introduce new ways to harness the power of attraction marketing and use it. Additionally, we're going to show you new ways to harness the power of attraction marketing with our side hustle strategy and script. Now, a lot of people have written in and they said, Max, is this new? And to tell you the truth, it's not new. It's not new. It may be new to some of you, but we're going to dive deep into that as well. Now, LinkedIn and Facebook, their latest changes, significant changes, will help you generate nonstop leads that will turn immediately into distributors, customers, and sales, no matter what you're selling. Simply apply my advanced prospecting and recruiting texting tactics and my latest attraction marketing techniques to end December with a larger team. Now, you all want to be asking yourself on a daily basis, how many people did I talk to today? And what happened? Some of these tactics will only work in December. And many of LinkedIn and Facebook's current changes will make it easier to instantaneously position you as a person of influence. So ideal, perfect prospects will reach out to you and ask you about your business. So whether you're an old friend, a loyal student, a new student, or an eager entrepreneur that wants to take your business to the next level, these new prospecting and recruiting texting tactics will give you a number of unfair advantages over your competition during the month of December. And you'll be able to beat your competition to the best prospects for your business on LinkedIn and Facebook and enroll them before the end of the year. Now, one unfair advantage that you're going to have provides you with a crystal ball that eliminates the uncertainty when it comes to identifying perfect prospects for your business. Imagine knowing in advance who your perfect prospects are and how to easily attract them. Now you're going to experience explosive growth in your business in December if you don't slow down, because your business will not slow down this month unless you do. Inflation and the rising cost of everything is causing more people to jump on LinkedIn because they need or want to find ways to generate an additional income on a full-time or part-time basis. LinkedIn now has 890 million professional users, and there are hundreds of large companies that have recently laid off tens of thousands of employees and continue to do so. And millions of working people are actively looking for a side hustle to make extra income. So this month, you've got more social events, parties, and family get-togethers than the whole rest of the year put together. Combining all of these factors results in two important things. Number one, people will spend more money. Number two, people will need more money. With that in mind, understand that before New Year's Eve, more people will be seeking part-time work or a side hustle, a better paying job, a new job, or ways to make money from home. So for those of you that are already in boot camp, tomorrow night, we're going to be getting into and talking about connecting with people. Now, why have my boot camps been so popular? The answer is simple. My proven 4-step formula and scripts work for everyone. They enable you in an easy and simple format to master the entire duplicatable process of prospecting and recruiting on LinkedIn and Facebook. And I promise you that your participation in this bootcamp will have a profound and measurable impact on your business as well as on your lifestyle if you follow the formula and you follow the scripts. Now, I've been teaching this for 27 years. And anytime anybody comes back to me and says it's not working, it's not that it's not working. It's that you're not following the formula and you're not following the scripts. The scripts work. You're guaranteed to work when you're talking to the right people. But if you're not following the scripts, and I don't know why you wouldn't want to follow the scripts, man, they work. 100% of the time. Not 95%, not 97.8%, not 99.4%. 100% of the time. Somebody tells me it's not working. I log into their account, I look at what they're doing, and boom. They're coming up with stuff. Doesn't make any sense. It's not working. It's not working. Let me open Joel up. You know, I love it when former students come back.
Hi, Max.
Joel, how are you?
Doing good, doing great.
I love it. You know, I constantly refer to you as, you know, one of my favorite success stories, because Joel here is probably one of the most experienced, talented salespeople I've ever met. I mean, this man could sell you anything.
Sweet. See, I like him already.
You know, it's true. I mean, we're going to talk a little bit about you. You know, when I was working with you back in 2018, you know, you picked it up right away. You were doing great. And then in 2009, you decided to do this insurance thing. And I never thought that, I mean, you had pretty high goals, you know, 100 agents in 2 months. You guys did it. Thrilled that you're here. Now, one thing I want to point out to you, in looking at your profile, see, I can see your followers. And this was a sly little thing that LinkedIn did where they told you, if you want to make your posts visible to all the things that you do, then what you do is you become a content creator.
Gotcha.
Okay. And we thought when we did that, that was a wonderful thing. And it really was. But then it's kind of like in the middle of the night on a Friday night, they went in and they changed the deal. And what they did was they replaced your connect button with a follow button. So
Yeah.
we're going to explain why. And so we need to go back in there and turn that off so that people can connect with you, because they can still see what you're doing.
Yeah, I would like that. But you can also, if you click on more, I think there's a connect button and more.
Well, no, there wouldn't be one for us because we're already connected.
Right, right. I meant if it was a new person.
Right. Well, right. But see, the average person doesn't know about that.
That's true. Where do you go in? I don't even know where to go in and turn it off anymore.
If we have time, I'll show you.
Hey, I just wanted to tell you, Max, I want to say thanks so much. This is going to be our first $1 million year on that. We're well on our way. And I just wanted to, I mean, I can't thank you enough for everything you've done for me. I just can't. I really appreciate everything you've done. Just wanted to say that.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
I appreciate that. I mean, I love it when people hit that first $1 million year, but not the last.
Oh, we're on our way.
Oh, congratulations. It's funny because I help so many people, but it's nice to hear it. There's a lot of people I don't hear they hit $1 million until 10 years after they did it. Congratulations.
Yeah, congrats, bro. That's awesome.
Thank you.
And by the way, what he did, okay, all of you can do, all right?
Yeah,
What he
absolutely.
did, all of you can do, because number one, it's not hard, and it's just a matter of following some simple steps. And the one thing that impressed me about Joel right from the beginning, because he's a great salesman, great salespeople know you want to listen more than you talk. And working with him was an absolute pleasure. Joe, why don't you tell everybody what coaching did for you? If you would.
Well, it did so much. I don't know if I can put it into just a few words, but it actually propelled me into the next level. And I think that's what everybody's looking for, being able to come to you and talk to you about what I was doing and just doing the tweaks, just the little things that we miss that the coaching really helped with. I don't know how to even express it. I mean, because even like come into these things, you do a great job with these, but it's not like the individual coaching where I can ask a a personal question on how we actually can make this happen. So it's like you said, we did over 100 agents in 2 months, less than 2 months on that, and with your coaching and our work.
Now, I want to just say this. They got 100 agents in 2 months, but it wasn't because they spent 2 hours a day. They were putting in 14 hours every day to do it. Now I'm going to jump into Mark's account because Mark sent one of my people a note and said, it's not working. You know, I can't get these conversations beyond the 4th message. Nobody wants to talk to me. We're going to take a look at that and I'm going to show you why. Will Zanders, when we started working together a year ago in November, he was number 6 in his company. Number 6. Had over 4,300 connections on Facebook. We opened up his settings. We made him visible. And he changed his picture. And within 72 hours, he was the #1 recruiter globally for the week. Signed up more people than anybody else. 2 weeks later, it's exactly like you said it would be. Since last week, I made 2 posts that generated dozens of easy conversations by following your scripts word for word and generated a dozen sales. Let me repeat that. Dozens of easy conversations by following your scripts word for word and generated a dozen sales. Over the summer, he reached out to me. Now he's number 2 in the company because it's all about conversation. It's all about conversation. Now, I'm going to jump out of my account. All right, now I'm in Mark's account. Let me unmute Mark. Hey, Mark. So let me get this straight because I was getting it secondhand. So the issue is what? You're not getting people to talk to you?
No, people are talking to me, Matt. No, what I'd mentioned to Callie earlier when we were talking, as I said, it seems like they lose interest after like maybe the 3rd to 4th message. Yeah. So maybe I'm going after the wrong people. I'm trying to ask them questions about themselves. I know I've got your list of like the 16 questions to ask. But that was just an observation.
Okay.
I didn't say it wasn't working, but I'm just saying I noticed that it seems like I'm losing people after about the 4th message or so.
Well, that means it's not working. So let's examine what. Number 1 starts with your profile. Your profile, every word in your profile is designed to attract the people that you want to talk to. Designed to attract the people that clearly would be interested in your business. Okay. And so you're using some words in here that kind of led people, give people the impression that you might be a network marketer. Now, you know who you're trying to reach out to, you know who you're trying to talk to. So the first thing you got to look at is your profile. Now, if I can see your followers, that means you don't have a connect button visible, you have the follow button. And we come down here. And so the way you've written this is now, whether or not this is holding it back, really can't tell. Ultimately, if you're talking to the right people, this almost doesn't matter. Okay, it doesn't matter. At the end of the day, it's always going to come down to conversation. Now, the purpose of the cover, the purpose of your profile is so that people, when they look at you, are thinking, this is somebody that I could really benefit from knowing. This is somebody that I could maybe learn some things from. This is somebody that I'd like to be. I mean, I'd like a piece of whatever they're doing. We can't control the wind, but we can direct the sail. There's not a message that would make people want to be you. Okay? Just
Okay,
as an example, let's come over here and let's change the cover. So you're into sailing, we go over here to desktop. And let's find a cover. Well, there's two ways you can do this. Are you married?
no, I'm divorced.
The reason I ask is because we've got some really great covers here with couples like sitting on a boat. So let's go with this. Because it's all about change. It's all about you helping people be better. I mean, that's you're using the words here, but people don't, you're giving away too much information about yourself, and you're coming across like you're coming across like a network marketer that's selling something. But the answer is right here. We go in here and we look at the scripts. All right.
Right.
Okay. So for example, and I just went down the list. So here you're reaching out to Stephen.
Right.
Stephen is experienced specialty pharmaceutical sales. He's open to an opportunity. Your conversation needs to be all about Stephen. So you come down here now, according to this, he's working. So he's been working here for 11 years. Why does he want to change jobs? That's a natural part of a conversation that you would have with somebody. Why does he want to change jobs? We'll take a look at Larry in a minute. So let's come back up. Okay, so you reached out to him. Now, the scripts are designed to make it easy. Okay, we're talking about numbers. So you and I share 18 mutual connections. We see we both have an interest in having an entrepreneurial mindset. Okay, so let's come back over here for a minute. Let's go over to your network. And let's see. You got 100 people here that you sent things out to. Now, you and I share professional interest in entrepreneurship. The scripts are designed so that you could send out 20 or 30 messages to a group of people. But if you have to count up the number of mutual connections or anything like that, I see that you're an award-winning pharmaceutical sales specialist. Unless you are talking to other award-winning pharmaceutical specialists, okay?
Okay,
So you will be able to reach out, make more connections. But let's go back and let's go back over to the message. May we connect? I'm excited to learn more about what you do. Let me know how I can support your goals. Now I have to tell you, this is the type of a message that's being sent out by a lot of people. Okay, let me know how I can support your goals. And Stephen is sitting there and he's going, because you're not the only person that's doing this.
right.
What are you trying to sell me? I mean, literally millions of messages go out like this every day. You're not the only person that he's hearing from. All right?
Yeah, actually, a lady said that the other day too. She's like, you wouldn't believe how many people I get trying to sell me
No,
something.
I would believe it. Okay, I believe it. And I'm not surprised. All right. The scripts work.
So you're meaning, I think I'm looking at the one where you say, hello, your page just came up on LinkedIn as someone that I should like to know. After seeing what you do, I'd have to agree.
That's it.
Yeah, right.
That's all you have to do. Now you get them to connect. So he goes, nice to connect with you. How long been on LinkedIn? That's the icebreaker. Now, it's okay if he doesn't respond. Okay? It's okay if he doesn't respond. It doesn't matter. Because it's up to you to start the conversation. So let's come down here and let's see. Let's look at this one here.
Oh, that's a virtual assistant from the Philippines. He's trying to sell me.
Okay.
Yeah.
So let's come down here and find one. Okay, here you go.
I think she's trying to sell me too. Yeah.
Now, same thing. See, it's all about what do they do? Okay, so here, your trusted growth partner, life coach, marketing. So she's got this company going for 4 years. Now, is there any obvious need here? No. No. Why talk to anybody that doesn't have a need? So here she's got this little company going, and she's a social media manager for some kind of a company. Again, you don't have time for this. Now,
Okay.
but let's take a look at someone that now I looked at a couple of conversations that you had with people. Give me the name of somebody that you talked to about the business.
Well, that lady Sheila, we're supposed to meet in person. She lives close by to me.
Okay.
And since I updated my profile the other day, a lot of people then reached back out to me saying, thank you for the new role when I put that worldwide wealth investors.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, healing your life and health through the power of your mind. So she's a best-selling author. And she's got this company. She sells jewelry. Now, again, where's the need? So
you're, I think what I'm hearing, Max, if I'm not misunderstanding you, is we should really only be focusing on anybody that looks like they're currently unemployed.
well, not necessarily. Because some people appear to be employed, but they're unemployed. Some people do not list the fact that they're not working because, you know, people, if they're looking for a job, they want people to think that they're still working. So just because somebody has an open to work, but anybody that has an open to work frame around their picture is open to work. They're looking for something. There's a clear need. Now, there are going to be people that you could talk to that where there's no obvious need. Now, you show me a school teacher that's been teaching school for 10 years. Show me somebody that's in the mortgage industry, because everybody in the mortgage industry is suffering right now. But any school teacher that's been teaching school for 10 years knows all about network marketing, because at some point in time, they've burned out. And if not, somebody that they know has already talked to them about network marketing. So you don't have time. So let's look here. Okay, so okay. All right, so okay, so the bottom line is my full-time job is in bath remodels. Bath remodels, that's not on our profile.
Right. It's
She doesn't talk about that. So the question that you want to ask is, what do you do? Okay. So again, bath remodels, but she's putting herself here as somebody, I mean, she's trying to promote herself. You look at the headline. Power of mind, healing your life through the power of your mind. So what is she trying to do on here? She's selling coaching? You know, what's it?
She is.
Okay, that's right. So she's right. And I have to tell you, she's not selling coaching with this profile. But, and you're meeting her for lunch, okay? Hey, she's pretty. You're single, so.
That's not why I'm meeting her.
Well, no, I understand that, but the bottom line is, at the end of the day, you have to ask yourself, okay, you're in Lifeway. How long have you been in Lifeway?
7 months.
Okay. How many people have you enrolled since you started?
I've got 8 people underneath me. I'm a manager now.
Okay. So that's about one a month. Did you get them on on LinkedIn or Facebook?
No, well, two of them, but I mean, they were prior, they knew me prior.
Okay.
I haven't gotten any cold ones yet, no.
So, all right. So the bottom line is, when you follow the scripts. Now, granted, we just did create the page last week. So did you go through and look at last month's boot camp?
Oh, no, not last month's yet. No, it's hard to keep up with your material, Max. I'm current with this boot camp. I haven't gone back to last month's
Okay,
yet.
so really, you're in an area where you haven't gotten into the conversations yet. Okay, so I'm not gonna be too hard on you, but the bottom line is, number one, when you're talking to people, it's all about following the scripts, learning about the other person. What do they do? What are their needs? And it's all about them. It's all about them. So, there was I should have now coaching. Coaches,
Somebody that pitches, it's a lot of pitching right there. Yep.
well, coaching, most coaches can all use a side income. Okay. So but what is she trying to do? She's a life and business coach. And she's been doing it for a little under 3 years. And she's got this other business going on here. And she's got this thing going on. And she's got this going on. And she's doing something here. So she's got all these different things going on. You want to look at where's her income coming from? So she works for Advanced Sports Technology. She does something. Look at all the things that she's doing. The question is, and here she was a soccer coach for a high school. And so there are ways to have conversations. And if you go into the scripts book, you'll see what I'm talking about. You control conversations by learning about the other person. And once you determine that a person is not a candidate for your business, your sole purpose for being on here is to connect with people that from the onset you believe would be a candidate for your business, would appreciate the business. It's subtle. It's subtle. In fact, it's the subtlety that makes this whole thing work.
Okay,
You're putting yourself out here as somebody that's successful. Okay. That, you know, these law of attraction people, oh my God. I mean, every one of these law of attraction people are all network marketers. They're all selling stuff. You
Yeah,
want
he
to,
seems to be very good at that.
well, yeah, but see, you know, like I said, there's a big difference. Your profile is set up so that you can go out and you can start connecting with people. You can be reaching out to people. And so here's somebody that's okay.
Mhm.
So again, you look at somebody like this, and there's a real, so he's a coach. Okay, now, and why is he reaching out to you? Because he wants to sell you coaching.
Exactly.
Okay, now there's a natural, easy way to find out if this person is a candidate for your business. So you look at all the things he does. Now, as a coach, natural question you could ask him would be, so all the years that you've been coaching, have you ever worked with anyone, any professional network marketers? Have you ever coached any network marketers? Because that's what you do.
Right. Mhm.
So if he comes back and he says, well, yes or no, so what does he know about network marketing? And then obviously the thing, and we've got a script in the scripts book that talks about this, is that coaches all at one point in time or another get into network marketing. Why? Because they want that side income. They want that something that's residual, because he's only getting paid
When he's got a client billing him.
when he's coaching there. So the reason that coaches get into network marketing is because they're generating a side income. Let me come back over here. We're not done, but I want to. So I'm gonna fast forward like crazy here because I want to. Now, when it comes to messaging people, you can send someone a message. And if they like you, if they're interested in communicating, I sent Katie Goodart a message like this, in 30 seconds, she responded. Right now, today is gingerbread house day. But I want to jump over to these strategies where you post. I mean, when Clyde posted wishing everybody happy Memorial Day, 55 people responded. Okay, he talked to all 55. And he signed up 5 people. But after making a post, it's all about conversation. So you got the project launch script that creates immediate response, curiosity, and we're talking about explosive growth. So Marissa was building a Maluka business. Her background, she was a stay-at-home mom. She was an eBay store seller. So she reached out to people that are eBay store sellers. She sent me this on the 15th. I enrolled 2 people in my Maluka business yesterday, thanks to you and your scripts. And I have 2 appointments for tomorrow. 5 days later, she's up to 6 people. So I never thought it would be so easy. It's easy because she's following the scripts. By the 26th, I've enrolled 13 people in 10 days. Rebecca's a school teacher, reaching out to school teachers. She sent out 69 project launch scripts on the last day of the year. She also did 3 interview overviews, and she signed up 2 people. 3 overviews, 2 sales. So every one of these examples is where people are going back, connecting with people that they're already connected to. In many cases, they haven't talked to people in a long time. I sent it to 150 of my connections, 90 want more information. Showed the business 60 people. I got 12 business builders and 9 customers with the help of my upline.
So
the
Matt,
key-
can I ask a question here? Oh, I'm
Yeah.
sorry. You over talk you. I don't know that I've seen the project launch script exactly. I'm not sure it's in that script book. Maybe we haven't gotten to that yet, but I get the concept of it. So do you just send that code to people and say, hey, you know what? I got this project. I need to hire, I'm going to bring on 10 people to join my team by the end.
Okay, first of all, you're getting ahead.
Oh, okay.
Okay, I mean, we did the first session of boot camp. What we talked about was creating a profile.
Right.
So if you want, that's why I thought, you're jumping into all of this. That's why I thought that maybe you went back and looked at what about connecting with people in November,
Okay.
communicating with people in November, closing people in November. There are some changes, but probably 80% of what you need to know hasn't changed.
Okay.
So what you're doing here is you're stepping all over yourself. And but I wanted to get to the side hustle, because this is something that I have a number of students here that have been here before, and I'm getting all kinds of emails like, this is new. This isn't new. The side hustle strategy and script create more conversations with people that are looking for business, opportunities to introduce your business, awareness of your virtual expertise, appreciation of your business acumen, and perception that you've got the answers to their problems. So 45% of working Americans are looking for side hustles. Now, Marty WeWorker, it's a good friend. He was a top earner in Vimo, and he used my side hustle strategy and script back in 2015. So this isn't new. Marty recruited Alex Morton, who was attending Arizona State University. And using the side hustle strategy and script, Alex would earn $1 million in 4 years. All right, let's dig a little deeper. The side hustle was initially used to recruit college students attending Arizona State University, would spread across the country to other schools like COVID did in 2019. And it became the catalyst and driving force behind the explosive growth of Alex's team, which was called the Young People's Revolution. And Marty, his nickname was the YPR Godfather. Show a college student how building a Vemma business as a side hustle part-time would enable them to make more money than they could make working part-time at a restaurant or in a retail store. It traveled across college campuses faster than COVID traveled around the world, and it would help Alex become a leader, a top earner in Vemma, and earn $1 million. Alex, it took him 4 years. So he's making money. It all added up till he made $1 million. He left Vemma to join Jeunesse, and he became a top earner in the company in 30 days. So how did he do that? He brought a bunch of his leaders from Vemma with him. So this is how it works. It's if you're going to let me come back over here. So if you want to jump ahead, then what you want to do before you start talking to people. Now, tomorrow we're going to be talking about connecting. But you go over here to last month. Connecting. Communicating.
Okay.
These are classic examples of what you want to say and how you control conversations. People lose interest in what you're talking about because you've got an agenda, and what you're saying to these people is not what they want to hear. I mean, on the session that we did this afternoon, I logged into someone's account and I sent that person a message and they wrote right back. If people like you, if people feel and see the synergy, then they will respond. This is a dance. And once you master the dance, if we come back over here and we look at your profile, you want to pick out the people that would clearly be interested in what you're marketing and selling. And so, see, nobody has to ask you what you do, because here you're telling everybody right here. My skill, multiple streams of income. You might as well say I'm a network marketer. You might as well just say I'm a pyramid pusher. Okay, because that's what this means to the people that you're trying to reach out and talk to. So you come down here and you look at, first and foremost, your the experience that you have in the places that you work. Now, as technical support, recruiting, anybody in management would clearly relate to you. You want people to look at your profile and say, hey, this is somebody that is not trying to sell me something. They look at your profile, they look at your posts, and then it comes down to conversation. You talk to people, learn about them. It's not about you. It's all about them. Your profile is enough. And the rest of it, I mean, when this thing gets cooking, let me log out of your account for just a minute. And let me go over here. On a daily basis, you could be talking to 10, 15 people every day. All right, now let me see if Gregory's here. Talking to 10 or 15 people every day. And if you're talking to 10 or 15 people every day, then statistically, you should be able to close at least one. So Gregory, have I been in your account? Okay, so let's go, let's just look Gregory up. And all right, so Gregory here, once you begin to change, so will the world around you. The picture, I mean, the whole idea is people look at your picture and they're going to say, hey, I want to be you. Now, he's a horseback riding enthusiast. Now, if you wanted to reach out and connect with other people that ride horses, well, that's easy to do. You go over and take a picture like this and overlay some text. And now you could go out there, you could be talking to all kinds of people think it's you. But this is a small audience. we come over here and look at, just type in horse. You have 358,000 people that are into horses. The other word would be equestrian. You got another 95,000. So it comes down to covers. All right, so I'm gonna pop over here. And what you want to do is, again, it's all about you giving people the perception that you're successful. Once you begin to change, so is the world around you. You want to give people a sense from the picture. I mean, it could be anything. Once you begin to change, so will the world around you. People are going to look at this and they're going to say, hey, I want to be you. Wealth is not about having a lot of money. It's about having a lot of options. The message that you're going to put here is designed to make people curious about you and what you do. If you can dream it, you can do it. So it's all about now, ladies. Do we have any ladies here? Well, again, you put yourself out here as this is one of the newer ones. No, that's an old one. Once you begin to change, so will the world around you. People look at these and they go, whoa, this is somebody. Where is this? How can I find out more about this person? We come down here. Once you begin to change. I was working with a woman, a coaching student who loved to ski. We picked up this picture over the internet, and she has the same hair color as a woman in the picture. People look at that picture and they think it's her. If you can dream it, you can do it. People look at the cover and they're going, what do you do? What do you do? So again, it's all about someone's perception of you. What do you do? And once you begin to change, so will the world around you. If you're a lifestyle transitioning coach, you're helping people change their life. And whether we're doing a car, a boat, again, it comes down to perception. Perception. So again, people want to know, what do you do? Oops. And this is the reason why you want to use your own gifts. But we've got some new ones that we're going to be introducing. In boot camp. It's all about you. What you do is listed in your profile. And it could be anything. Where is it here? Okay, now I'm a sailor. I love sailing. This is 106-foot Riva sailboat. Market value, $14 million. One person can sail it. I chartered this boat for a week down in the Caribbean. You would choke if I told you what it cost me. Okay. 30 grand. And it was worth every penny. Okay. 30 grand. For 1 week. So again, you put yourself out there. And it could be anything. It could be anything. The point of this once you begin to change, you're telling people that you're talking to, you're telling people that you're trying to connect with, that if people change, there's no shortage of people for you to talk to. You don't have the luxury of talking to people just to talk to people. Well, you certainly can do that. But if you do that, you're gonna find yourself having a lot of conversations, but you're not gonna be signing someone up in the business. You want people to look at your profile and say, hey, I want to be you. I want to do the things that you do. Now, there's nothing, absolutely nothing to stop any of you from moving to the top of your company, talking to people on a daily basis, qualifying them, so you're not wasting time. As soon as you just determine that a person is not a candidate for your business, talk to somebody else. The process hasn't changed. It hasn't changed in 27 years. 27 years. It's exactly like it was in the old AOL days.
Hey, Max. Max, are you there?
Yeah,
Can we just pick out one of those nice beach shots and just put it in there?
well, I sent you a whole bunch of them.
Oh, you did?
Yeah,
Oh, sorry.
so,
Okay. I
so,
will take
yeah,
a look
so,
at it.
yeah, so, you know, again, it's
Thank
all
you.
about, it's all about people's perceptions
Mhm.
of who you are. And you know what you do based on what people see. So you have once you begin to change, so will the world around you. Where is that? That, by the way, is Tahiti. But again, it gives people the perception that, and I just remind all of you about that movie when Harry Met Sally. People are looking at it like that woman at the other table. She goes, I want what they want, what you're having. And so once you begin to change. Now, pictures like this are amazingly effective in the wintertime. There's snow on the ground where you are. And people are going, whoa, where is that? You know, what do you, people are going to get curious. They're going to want to know, what is it that you do? And the thing is, don't be in a hurry to tell people about what you do. And again, if you want to get ahead, go in and watch some of the other from last session. Once you begin to change, you're a lifestyle transition mentor. You're all You're all helping people. Follow the scripts, stick with the scripts. And you're all gonna end up talking to, oh, here's one. So you all want to put yourself in a position where every day, every single day, you're talking to 10 people that you believe based on the contents of their profile. You believe they are ideal candidates for your business. And it doesn't take any time at all. Asking questions, learning about the other person to learn, is this person really a candidate for your business? If they are, you keep talking to them. If not, as soon as you identify that a person is not a candidate for your business, talk to somebody else. Just stop. There's no, once you begin to change, so will the world around you. Imagine doing having a business that you can do from anywhere. I mean, that's the whole idea. Now in the scripts book, and we'll get into this in the second and third sessions of boot camp, you got all these lifestyle coaches out there. They're all struggling financially. The cover, the content of your profile, and then ultimately it comes down to conversation. You can go in and in the scripts book, we have all kinds of case studies that'll show you how you control conversations by asking questions. Every one of these case studies resulted in sales. Sales. Not just in that example, but it was used over and over and over again. So we have, tomorrow night, we have our second session of boot camp. And for those of you that have aspirations to become top earners, we're going to be opening up registration for our winter top earner retreat. Because not only can I teach you how to become a prospecting and recruiting master, I can also teach you how to build a massive organization in network marketing. The 90-day game plan, how network marketers recruit whales. These are advanced trainings. At the end of February, we have our retreat. 85% of the people that answered a survey 2 years ago are all making six figures in network marketing today. What's interesting is 25% of them are in different businesses. There's a way to build a business and grow a team. I didn't invent the 90-day game plan. But about in 2016, I was in Vegas speaking for 3 different network marketing companies. And the leaders came up to me and says, you know, we want a 90-day game plan for social media, which is what that is. So I will be back tomorrow. Boot camp starts tomorrow night. I still have boot camp open. I'm going to be shutting down reservations probably on Wednesday. So if you have team members that still want to get in, let them know they could watch the recorded sessions. Every one of you has the potential to become $1 million earners in network marketing. And Francisco Rodriguez, classic example. I worked with Francisco 22 years ago when he was building a prepaid legal business. He was a kid, 20 years old. 2020, he got back into network marketing. He enrolled 2 whales, 2 experienced network marketers in his business in November. Those 2 following the scripts. Those 2 whales brought in members of their teams and they brought in 3 other whales. So we ended up 2020 with 5 whales and a team of 200 people. By March, those 5 whales became 10 whales. Everybody's bringing members of their teams over. The strategies and scripts are helping everybody build their business faster. Giving him the confidence to talk to any unhappy top earning network marketing leader. By May, now he's got his 10 whales became 16 whales. And all of these people are bringing in people. Your system hasn't changed since the AOL days. All of my leaders love him because he's teaching them what I'm teaching you. My closing ratio when I talk to an unhappy network marketing leader has increased. My confidence is off the chart. Best thing that ever happened to him. Because there's nobody out there, nobody that's going to teach you what I'm going to teach you. So by June, said, well, you know, my team grown from 200 people in November. In June, he's got 2,000 people, 16 whales. Let's fast forward to September. Those 2,000 people became 6,000. Because it's all about duplication. You bring people into the business. If they like the products, they're going to tell other people. And he's about to sign up 3 more whales. So September, those 2,000 are now 6,000. $6,000. That was September. Those 6,000 people by the end of the year would grow to 17,000 people. So we ended up 2021 with 17,000 people. And that was last year. 17,000 people in December. At the end of January, 17,000 doubled to 38,000. All my leaders are telling me they attribute their success to our scripts. They're also teaching their team members to follow your 90-day game plan. So at the end of February, 38,000 people. So in June, now he's up to 52,000. And he's talking to a network marketer who had a disagreement with the owner of the company, had 600,000 people on his team. So how does he do that? Well, for one thing, he's my protege. And when he's talking to somebody that big, I've stepped him through the process. I've shown him how to do it. So he brings this big whale in, which now in August, he's gone from 52,000 people to 78,000, so 72,000. Why? Because the products, there's duplication. People, you don't need a funnel, you don't need capture pages, you don't need blogs. So he brings this whale into this business. I brought this guy into the business. I had no time to do any personal recruiting. The last week, in the last 7 days, he enrolled 25 people. 25 people in 1 week. How do you do that? You use the project launch script. You use birthday strategies. He's got over 4,000 connections. Posting, it's a combination of all kinds of different things. 25 people he enrolled. What I'm teaching you is going to change your life. It changed his. Francisco never thought he would ever in his life reach the level of success he's had in network marketing. Joel, this year is going to make $1 million in the business, but you have to understand the nature of the business. You have to understand the good parts and the bad parts so you can take advantage when things happen. So now his team has grown from 72,000 people in August. Now he's got 300,000 people. 300,000 people. The last whale he enrolled in his business, he added 200,000 people to his business. Your strategies and scripts are working for everyone. You want to get ahead of the boot camp class, tap into the November boot camp. Go through that material. And I'm gonna be back, like I said, tomorrow, boot camp is tomorrow night. Now, if there's anybody here. Now, I always ask this, during these sessions. If there's anybody here that's interested in my coaching program, put your phone number and just type coaching in the chat window. But I'm adding another qualifier. Okay, I only want to, moving forward, I'm only going to be coaching people that have aspirations to go to the top of your company, reach the top level in your company. So if any of you want to do that, just put your phone number and one of my staff members will reach out to you. I only work with 25 people a month. And I only do 3 coaching sessions a day. But if you want to go fast, that's the way to do it. Sheila had a nice conversation with Ed the other day. He's really looking forward to working with you. We'll catch up to all of you tomorrow.